Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time I'm going to talk about the NFL 2023 season, week 11, my prediction. But tomorrow we will start a new week of the NFL 2023 season where in the Thursday night football the Baltimore Ravens will play against the Cincinnati Bengals in the second best game of the week and this game will be played in Baltimore, Maryland and 2015 Eastern time. Both teams in this moment are in the same division in the AFC North, where both teams lost in the last week, where Ravens lost surprisingly 31-33 against the Browns, where they were leading most of the time in the game, and the Bengals lost against the Texans 27-30 in the last play of the game. So this will be a tremendous game. Remember that both teams play in the week two, where the Ravens defeated 27-24 Bengals in a close game. This will be the same close game because both teams have a tremendous teams, especially the two quarterbacks are very great, and both teams have a tremendous defense. But I think that in this moment the Ravens are better team, a little better team than the Bengals. The Ravens will want to win to stay in the first play of the NFC North because in this moment is the best division of the game, and I think that the Ravens will win this game by one or two 3 point difference, and this game will be defined in the last play of the game. And the games that will start in the Sunday. Just in this time, just will have the traditional shift because remember that the international games was over in this year. They were play 5 games. So in this since this moment, where the NFL won't have any international game until the next week, until the next year, sorry. So in the games will start in the 1 p.m. The first one will be where the Cleveland Browns will receive the Pittsburgh Steelers, my favorite team, and Cleveland. And remember that both teams won the last week, where the Browns defeated 33-21 Ravens in the last play of the game, and my Steelers defeated 23-19 the Bakers. Both teams have the same record 6-3, and they will want to win to have a possibility to lead the to lead this division with the Raven loss. Remember that both teams play face in the week two in the Monday Night Football, where the Steelers defeated 26-22 Browns, where the Browns were a better team than the Steelers sold the game, but the Steelers took advantage and won that game. Um, this game, in this moment, in my opinion, Cleveland Browns are a little better team than the Steelers, especially in the offense. But the Sean Watson, the Cleveland quarterback, is out all of the season. He's gonna to get injury and season-ending injury. So I think this is a bad point for the Browns. So this will be a very close game. Who I told you, in my opinion, is better team the Browns, especially in the defense. But I think that in this moment, the Steelers offense will be better with Kenny Pickett because the Cleveland Browns will play with his bench quarterback. So I think this will be a very close game, and I think that the Steelers will win this game by 1 or 2 point difference, and this game will be defined in the last play of the week of the game. In the another game, the Miami Dolphins will receive the Las Vegas Raiders. Remember that the Miami Dolphins come from a bye week because 2 weeks ago they lost against the Chiefs and Frankfurt, Germany, and the Las Vegas Raiders won in the last Sunday Night Football, where they defeated 16-12 the Jets, and they have 2-0 record after they fired Josh McDaniels, the former head coach. In this moment, the Miami Dolphins are a better team than the Raiders, so I think that the Dolphins will win this game because in this moment they have a better defense, not defense, but the better offense, especially to Tagovailoa, and because the Dolphins will come from a bye week, they will win this game by 10 or more or 14 point difference. In another divisional game, the Detroit Lions will receive the Chicago Bears. Remember that the Detroit Lions won in the last minutes of the game, where they defeated 41-38 the Chargers, and the Bears lost against won against the Panthers 16-13 in the last Thursday Night Football. In this moment, the Lions are leading the NFC North, and the Chicago Bears are in the last position in the NFC North, and they are eliminating from this year, and they will think in the another league. This is a divisional game, and this game will be closer than people expected. But in this moment, the Detroit Lions are one of the best teams in the league, so I think that the Detroit Lions will win this game by 14 or more point difference. In another game, and another divisional game, the Jacksonville Jaguars will receive the Tennessee Titans. And Jacksonville, both teams lost in the last week, where the Jaguars were humiliated in home against the 49ers. They lost 3-4, and the Tennessee Titans lost against the Buccaneers 26. This moment, the Jaguars are leading the division, and Titans are the worst team in the division, in the AFC South. So I think that the Jaguars will play in home. They are a better team. They have a better team in this moment, especially in the quarterback and head coach. And I think that the Jaguars will win this game by 10 or more point difference. In another game, the Green Bay Packers will play against the Los Angeles Chargers and Green Bay. Both teams won in the last week, the Packers lost against my favorite team, 1933 against the Steelers, and the Chargers lost against the Detroit Lions, 38-31 in the home. Both teams are very inconsistent teams, but I think that in this moment the Chargers have more talent than the Packers, and there is always complicated from the West team code from the West Coast teams that they go to play in the East Coast in the 1 p.m. But I think in this moment the Chargers are a better team, especially in the offense by his quarterback, and I think that the Chargers will win this game by 3 or 7 point difference, and maybe this game will be defined in the last play of the game. And in another game, the Houston Texans will receive the Arizona Cardinals. And Houston, both teams won the last week, where the Houston Texans defeated in the last play of the game the Bengals with a field goal, and the Arizona Cardinals defeated the Falcons in a very close game, 25-23. In this moment, the Houston Texans are playing a tremendous game. In this moment, they are in the playoffs. They are the last spot. In this moment, they are the 7th place. And the Arizona Cardinals are eliminated. The Kyler Murray returned to play the last game. And the Arizona Cardinals play better. They improve its football level. But I think in this moment, the Houston Texans are better team than the Cardinals. And the Houston Texans will play in home. So I think that the Texans will win this game by 10 or more point difference. And in another game, the Carolina Panthers will receive the Dallas Cowboys in Charlotte, in North Carolina. The Panthers lost against the Bears the last Night Football, 13-16, and are the worst team in the league. And the Dallas Cowboys humiliated the New York Giants for second time in the year, and they are in the second place in the NFC East. In this moment, the Cowboys don't have any. The Panthers are the worst team in the league in this moment, and the Cowboys are one of the top 10 teams in the league. And so I think that the Cowboys will have an easy game, and the Cowboys will win this game by 17 or more point difference. And in the last game of the first shift, the Washington Commanders will receive the New York Giants. And Washington, remember that in the both teams played in the week 7, where the Giants did the surprise and defeated 14-7 the Washington Commanders. But I think that this will be different, because in this moment the Washington are better team than the Giants, and the Giants quarterback, the starting quarterback Daniel Jones, is out all the season. So the Washington Commanders the last week they lost 26-29, and the Giants were humiliated by the Dallas. So I think that the Washington Commanders will win this game by 7 or more point difference. And the game that will start in the second shift, 16:05 and 16:25, the 49ers will receive the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Santa Clara, California. The 49ers come from a bye week, and they defeated and humiliated as a road team, 34-3 the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Buccaneers defeated 20-6 to Tennessee Titans. This moment, the 49ers are one of the top 5 teams in the league. So I think that the Buccaneers haven't played a very great football, especially in the defense. So I think that the 49ers will have an easy game, and they will win this game by 10 or more point difference. In another divisional game, The Buffalo Bills will receive the New York Giants and Buffalo, New York. And remember that both teams lost the last week. The Buffalo Bills lost surprisingly against the Denver Broncos as a home team in the last play of the game, 22-24, and they lost the fifth loss of the season. And the New York Giants lost against the Las Vegas Raiders and the Sunday Night Football. But both teams are having a very disappointing season, especially the Buffalo Bills. That after the game they fired his former offense coordinator, and Josh Allen is playing very great football. Remember that in the week one, the 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 New York Jets defeated in overtime 22-16 the Bills in the first Monday Night Football of the season, where Aaron Rodgers got injured and was out all the season. I think that in this moment the game will be different. The Bills will want to win to keep in the right to enter to the playoffs. So I think that the Bills will win this game by 3 or 7 point difference. And in the last game of the second shift, another divisional game, the Los Angeles Rams will receive the Seattle Seahawks and Los Angeles and Inglewood, California. Remember that in the first week, the Rams did a surprise where they defeated 30-13 the Seattle Seahawks. And in the last week, the Los Angeles Rams have a bye week, and the Seattle Seahawks won a very close and difficult game against the Washington Commanders, 29-26. In this moment, this game will be playing in Inglewood in the Rams' house. So this will be another close and tough game, but I think that the Seahawks learn about what happened in the week one, and I think that the Seahawks will beat this game by 7 or more point difference. And in the Sunday Night Football, the Denver Broncos will receive the Minnesota Vikings and Denver, Colorado. But remember that the last Monday Night Football, the Broncos did a surprise and defeated 24-22 the Bills, and they still have hope to enter to the playoffs. They are still in the race, and the Minnesota Vikings defeated wait a minute, the Saints 27-19, and they have a 5 consecutive winning streak. So I think that in this moment the Vikings are probably better than the Broncos, and I think that the Vikings will beat this game by 7 or 10 point difference. And in the best game of the week, in the Monday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs will receive the Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City or in Kansas, or I don't know what is the home, Kansas, where anyway. Well, remember that both teams come from a bye week. Both teams are leading each conference. The Chiefs in the AFC and the Eagles in the NFC. Remember that this was the last Super Bowl, the 56, where the Chiefs defeated Eagles. So this will be a tremendous game. Both teams have a great head coach, great players, great offense, great defense, and great quarterbacks. But I think that in this moment, the Kansas City Chiefs have better defense than the Eagles. The Kansas City offense isn't playing a very great game, but always the Patrick Mahomes can do anything because he's the best quarterback in this moment in the league. So I think in this moment the Kansas City have the advantage because they will play in home. So I think that this game will have a lot of points, and I think that the Chiefs will win this game by 1 or 2 point difference, and this game will be defined in the last play of the game. So here was my opinion and my prediction about what I think is going to happen in the NFL 2023 season, week 11. Let's see how many games I am correct with the score. See you next video. Fibra.